And just like that, I am back in your life. Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It has been so long since I've said that. When I figured out that, okay, I'm gonna be picking up the camera today and I'm gonna film something for you guys today, I was like, what should I say? What should I say? Also because, you know, when you pick up the camera after a long time, you get like these jitters. And the first thought that came to my mind was I have to apologize because I've been away for 2 whole months. And then I was like, no. I took this time to kind of sort out things that were going on mentally, you know, up here. Also, I had a role change at work, team change I mean. So a brand new department, lots of things to learn, lots of things that require my attention and need to be prioritized. And I guess I got a little tangled up, but I'm here now. Today, I feel really good and I feel really happy after a long time, and I just couldn't keep the happy vibes to myself because that would be selfish, right? And also, if you have been following me for a while, you know what this t-shirt means. I am dyeing my hair. The last time that you saw me, I had pink and purple hair. The pink has completely faded out into this, I don't even know what color this is, but luckily this is a shade that does not require to be bleached again because I would lose my mind and my hair if I had to bleach my hair again. So I'm happy. I'm just gonna do pink on this, and this side was purple. You can kind of still see it, but again, we'll have to redo it. I'm super excited. Now, as I said, I was really nervous as to what I was gonna say in this video. So I actually put up a story on my Instagram, which if you're not following, like, dude, do it. First and foremost, everyone who just like didn't ask a particular question and just reiterated the fact that we just want to talk to you and we just want to hear from you. I love you, and that makes me so happy. We are going to start with what Anushka responded. She asked me about your small or big wins recently, things that made you happy and stuff. So in order for my response on this question to make sense, I will kind of have to give you guys some context, okay? So the last 2 months have been full of self-hatred for myself. And I know I said that this video was going to be positive and stuff, but the rainbow only comes out after it rains, right? So let's talk about the monsoon of my soul for a hot second. As I said, the past 2 months were filled with self-hatred, okay? And this self-hatred, I'm trying to guess where it stemmed from. I think this has always been there, but it had never gotten to this degree where I felt paralyzed. You know, paralyzed in the sense, I will explain later. But yeah, I'm assuming this kind of started with body image issues, which I think I've spoken about plenty in the past. I know I can take steps to work out, eat healthy, all that jazz. I know. But you know, despite knowing that, oh my god, I have destroyed my body or my body is being destroyed, I still don't feel like eating healthy. I still feel like opening Zomato and ordering something which will just make me feel happy temporarily. I actually know that it will make me happy temporarily, but I still do it. I don't know why. At 2 a.m. I would have this insane urge to change my life the next day. I will go on a walk 6 a.m. tomorrow, and then 6 a.m. happens and I can't get out of bed. So that's kind of been my reality, and I think that's where it all started. Body image issues, which then kind of translated to, what have you become? You set goals, you know what is right for you, and yet you don't have the dedication or the willpower or the energy to go through with the goals or follow the goals, or you know, follow whatever path you set out for yourself. The most irritating thing in this whole equation is that nobody is forcing me to do anything. I'm lucky to have supportive, great, superb family and friends and employers. So it's not like it's work pressure or something going on at home, nothing. And that's very irritating, you know, because then you can't just put the blame on anything or anyone. It's you. It's a battle with you. You are your own destroyer. So stuff like that was going on, and eventually dheere dheere karke this self-hatred kind of percolated into YouTube for me. Trust me when I say this, I have tried to pick up the camera multiple times in the past 2 months, and I would film something, say the first half of the day or the first hour of my day, and I do this very bleh thing which as a YouTuber or a content creator you shouldn't really do. You shouldn't look at the first few pieces of a vlog or whatever content you're creating, you should look at the end product. Go through with whatever plan you have, edit it as well as you can, and look at the end product. But I would just start reviewing footage from that first half or first hour of my day and absolutely hate it, delete it, throw my camera away. And I've always kind of, okay, another thing that I talked about in therapy also, life update. I go to therapy now because my employers pay for it, which is so good because therapy can be extremely expensive. But I'm digressing. Going back to what I'm saying, I have always had people in my life who have commented on the kind of content I make online, okay? And weirdly enough, when I was just starting out, like with 200 subscribers, with 2,000 subscribers, it never affected me. I was like, yeah, you know what? You can keep your polished fucking content in your ass. I don't give a fuck, because you're not putting it out. You're not putting yourself out there. And no hate to people who are not able to put themselves out there. You do you. But don't comment and try to kind of demoralize people who are doing it. If you have nothing good to say, just don't say it, okay? There are situations where, of course, like as friends, as family, you should obviously step in when you see your loved one, taking the wrong step or whatever. And that's when, if you have some constructive feedback, you give it, like you should. But whatever, I've always had people commenting on the kind of stuff I put online. Why don't you make better videos? Why don't you edit it better? And as I said, it never used to get to me. But during this cycle, not just this cycle, but I think the whole of the past year and a half, or like the past year, this has really gotten to me. And also because now I have like 11,000 of you watching me, it just feels like, wow, is anyone of this 11,000 ka lot also thinking like this? Like, could I do better? Could I be better? And am I just like looking like a fool on the internet? I don't know. So this was another factor that really, kept me away from you guys. And yeah, dude, like these past 2 months have been a little difficult for me mentally. I am very proud of myself though that I have not taken random offs at work, which would have been something that I would have done if I was 18. I remember like not showing up to college, not sitting for exams because I just did not care enough. I did continue to be a good employee and kind of a good friend. I think I was there for my friends through this time. I reconnected with a lot of friends, which kind of makes me really happy because a lot of these days in the past 2 months, I was just like down, and those are the people who are standing by me. You know who you are. I love you, girl. So yeah, that's what the past 2 months have looked like, which is why the answer to this question, which is my big or small wins, will not probably appear that big to you, but let me still tell ya. So last week, I was listening to this podcast and there was a word, okay, which looks and sounds like a hard word. Like hard word in the sense, a word that you don't usually use in your day-to-day language if you're a person like me. Like, I mean, if you're like, you read a lot and you have like a beautiful vocabulary, obviously you'll know the word. But for a person like me who gets to know new words by reading and not understanding a meaning, looking it up and then realizing what that word means, I would probably not know a word like this. Anywho, back to the story. I was listening to this podcast and the word was scaffolding. Someone was talking about scaffoldings across New York. And I was like, I know the meaning of this word. And it's not a word that I would usually know. And that was like such a big win for me. Because I was like, wow, all that reading, that goes to something good. So yeah, that was I think one win. Another win that I would love to share with you guys, which again is a small win but made me really happy to the point where I wanted to cry, is that in the last 2 weeks I've been living alone because my parents are vacationing in Sikkim. They're just loving the post-retirement life, But anyway, I actually developed this weird habit in the past 2 weeks, which was to eat a bowl of popcorn before I go to bed. Okay, I did this straight I think for 4-5 days, and on the 6th day or the 5th day, I just could not sleep even though I was exhausted. I was tired and I was like, what is wrong with me? Like, what am I missing? And then I figured out, oh, it's the popcorn. So that's how the habit was formed. Now I cannot go to sleep without making myself a bowl of popcorn. And the win here is that the first, I would say 5-6 days that I was making popcorn, half of it was beautiful, chef's kiss popcorn, and the rest of it would burn. Okay, so that was sad. And then a couple of days after that, like I kept trying to make popcorn, and I would turn the stove or the gas off a little prematurely. So now this time what would happen is, while none would burn, a couple would stay like raw. I don't know if raw is the right word, but just like they would just not pop. Okay, and that's also shitty because they're really hard to chew. So that's like wastage in both cases. And it was only like 2 nights ago when I made a perfect bowl of popcorn. None of them were premature, none of them were dead. They were just perfect. And I remember thinking to myself, oh my god, I think this is the highlight of the past 2 months. So those were my 2 big small wins in the last 2 months. And I also kind of wanted to talk about the role change I got at work, because it's been a fun and happy thing again in the past 2 months. But I kind of want to dedicate a whole video to it. I mean, I actually want to do a day in my work life kind of a video. I know I did one last year, which a lot of y'all actually enjoyed, but I would love to make a new one, you know, a brand new one in the brands team. I'm now in the brands team. I moved from rights management to brands. If you guys don't know what the 2 of those are, let me know in the comment box down below and I will happily explain it to you. Actually, leave like all your job, padhai, career related queries in the comment box if you guys want to know anything about that stuff. I don't have a mirror in front of me, so I'm using the viewfinder to kind of see what the hell I'm doing, and there is a very high chance that I will leave some random patches along my hair, but that's okay. Okay, you don't always have to be perfect, and when has my hair ever turned out looking perfect? So it's fine, not a problem at all. What else have I been up to in the last 2 months? I actually gotten back to reading a lot. I'm currently reading The Buddha in the Attic by Julie Otsuka. Beautiful book. I really am enjoying reading it. It's a little I don't want to say it's a little heavy, because it's a story told very simply, like simple words, very simple writing, but when you begin to kind of empathize with the story, it really, you know, will hurt a lot. To give you a plot, it's essentially accounts of women, Japanese women, who migrated to America around the time of the Second World War. Okay, so it's their accounts, what life looked like for them once they moved to America, the things that happened to them, and yeah, good read. I think I'm about to finish it. I will try to finish it this weekend. Done with the purple, we're moving on to the pink side now, and the next thing that I'm gonna answer is, how is your hair still pretty after 1 billion bleach sessions? My dear child, so I think the bane of my existence is pretending that everything is fine when things are like on fire, and just like myself, my hair does the same thing on camera, because you see me in videos or in pictures. On camera my hair appears to be beautiful and luscious, but in real life this is the stuff Bear Grylls taught us to collect in the woods so that we can make a fire and not die. If you actually saw me in real life, you would be able to see clearly just how damaged my hair is. It's just coarse, it's, you know, it's really dry. It's really dry, really coarse, extremely damaged. And I was actually, you know, debating whether I should maybe get like a short pixie cut, or if not a pixie, at least like a nice sharp bob, because I really wanted to cut off all the colored part. But then that made me realize that if I get a fresh new haircut, then I obviously will not want to bleach it again, which means I will have black hair for a long time. And I think in the next year or so, my days of coloring my hair randomly at 2 in the morning will be gone and over. So I just want to make the most of it right now, which is why I'm like not cutting off the damaged part. I just want to keep bleaching it. Honestly, I don't want to bleach it. I just want to keep dyeing it new colors every time I'm feeling a little sad, because that makes me feel good. Also, I forgot to tell you guys, I am now fully vaccinated. I went and got my second shot yesterday. No symptoms. Like yesterday when I came back after taking my vaccine, I was feeling a little sleepy, but again, just like my first shot, probably that was because I slept pretty late the night before. And my hand is hurting a little bit, like very mild. The first shot was insane. If you have not watched my vlog of getting my first COVID vaccine, it will be linked right here. I got Covishield, and the symptoms were pathetic. Okay, it was like a 3-day in bed situation. I could not get up, I could not do anything because, you know, it was just bad. It was bad. But I'm happy that I'm fully vaccinated now. And now that I am fully vaccinated, I'm actually thinking about maybe taking a little trip, because I have not taken a trip in like a year and a half, and that just sucks because I really just want to get out of Delhi. I'm a little over Delhi, even though I love the city. Listen, I love the city. जब मैं न्यू आई थी ना लखनऊ से दिल्ली, it was a culture shock. I did not like the city. I was like, मुझे वापस जाना है. But then I think after 11-12ish years of being in the city, I'm in love with Delhi. But sometimes you kind of need a getaway and just experience new things for a hot second. I have just realized that if I leave a patch on this side of my hair, it's gonna look really bad because it's like really light and it'll show. So I kind of need to do this off camera, and I'm gonna go do that real quick, and then I think I'm gonna click some pictures, because I realized after like my previous pink and purple dye faded out that I have no good pictures in this pink and purple look. So I think I'm gonna do a little photo shoot tonight, but I will show you guys what the final look looks like. And I'm so happy to be here. I'm happy that you're here till this part of the video. Anyway, see you in 5. Check, check, check. Can you believe this is a real fucking mic? Like, can you believe it? I work 30 days a month to buy shit like this. That being said, I got really tired that day after I filmed the video, because obviously I had not done something like that in so long. So I got really tired and then I just slept off. So I just wanted to show you guys my hair real quick. This is what my hair looks like. This is very this is very similar to what my previous hair dye looked like, because it's the same exact color and the same exact pattern. But I'm so happy that I made this video and I've almost finished editing it, and you are still watching this video to this point where a 23-year-old is talking into a toy but real mic. Interesting. I'm gonna be posting a lot more. I'm gonna try my best to post a lot more. It would be awesome if you could stay subscribed and support me like you have through the years. And I love you and you love me. It's okay, even if you haven't said it yet. You can say it in the comment box down below. Alright, that's enough influenza shit for today. I'ma see you next Sunday. Pinky promise.
East and the west, I'm racking up on my bread, power on me, I'm feeling just like a Tesla. Too much tree, the smoke is making my chest hurt. Girl on me, I'm thinking I should've rest her.